Anita Vogel in Los Angeles. Anita, thanks. And quite a news conference it was. Our senior judicial analyst, Judge Andrew Napolitano, joins us at the round table this afternoon. You know, when it was over, I was just kind of scratching my head, this Governor Brewer news conference. I felt like the Yankees had just played the Red Sox in a 4-game set. The Yankees had won 3 out of 4, and the Red Sox claimed a series victory because they got one game. I couldn't figure it out.
Well, that's a great analogy. Look, she's a politician, and she's trying to find some cover and trying to find some good news in this decision, which essentially guts the statute. She has a huge constituency that has serious concerns about immigration in that state, and she has a legislature that tried to address it. But what the Supreme Court said was, if a state feels that the federal government is not enforcing federal immigration laws, it may not stand in the shoes of the federal government and enforce the laws for the federal government. Stated differently, if you don't like the way the federal government enforces the laws, change the Congress and change the president, but don't tinker with the Constitution.
But that's exactly what Arizona had been doing. They'd been, as they put it themselves, trying to do the work that the federal government wouldn't do, in their estimation. And the Supreme Court said you can't do that, and then the governor declared victory.
Well, I'm not sure what the governor was declaring victory about, other than perhaps for the political benefit of a politician declaring victory. But if police can only inquire about your immigration status after they have stopped or arrested you for another non-immigration offense, and if the feds are not going to receive you from the cops if you are in violation of the federal immigration law, then really nothing was accomplished from the Arizona point of view by the one section of the statute which they neither approved nor disapproved, but basically said, go back on the streets and let's see how this works out. And if there's a problem with its application, come back to us again.
Many concerns about immigration from many different points of view, all political backgrounds and ideologies. Big picture, what does this mean?
This means that immigration, which has been given to the federal government under the Constitution, is exclusively a federal area for regulation. The Supreme Court has ruled with finality. The immigration laws must mean the same thing in all 50 states, and the states are not at liberty to loosen or to tighten any immigration laws, no matter what the feds do or don't do.
How should the White House feel about this?
Well, this is a victory for the White House. In fact, in one of the dissents, we were just talking about this, Justice Scalia, you talked about this earlier, made reference to, well, what do we do now? The president's changing immigration laws on his own. That's a legitimate argument for Justice Scalia to make. It was addressed in the dissent, not in the majority opinion. But basically, this is a victory for federal power in an area where the Constitution is clear the power has been given to the federal government.
All right, Judge, thank you.